is there any aspect of socialism that actually is good? Or is there any mix of, is it possible that any kind of aspect of socialism is good at all? Like, again, what about Medicaid?
No.
What about?
No, so it's based in collectivism. It's based in the idea that I could take a gun to your head and take money away from others. Socialism is a creed of greed and of envy and of societal malpractice. And it violates every single one of the things that I talked about earlier of basic condition of human rights and private property and free exchange of ideas. And to that extent, socialism has been implemented over 100 times in the last 100 years, neo-Marxist socialist ideas, and the incalculable death toll speaks for itself. You have 100 million people killed in the last 100 years. There's something fundamentally troubling and wrong about that. So when they start to talk about Medicaid, well, you want to talk about one of the most abused social welfare programs in the country? Okay. You want to talk about Social Security, which is bankrupt, stealing all of your earnings every single day, and that we should be able to opt out of before the age of 25, but we're not.
Based on all the data I have in 100 years, since since Lenin stormed the government in Russia, I mean, we have some data here of like when people implement socialism, what happens. So like, let's look at this objectively, right? So like, let's look at the USSR. Well, they only killed 61 million civilians. So that's okay. We're grading on a curve, right? So China, Mao Zedong's Great Leap Forward. Only 48 million people killed. So civilians, by the way. You know, you disagree, that village is gone. Dissidents, kill all them. You know, just whatever. That's great. Let's look at Cambodia, 2 million, not bad. By the way, Nazi Germany, which was a socialist movement, the Nazi stands for the National Socialist Workers' Party. 20 million people killed. Vietnam, 1.6 million. Poland, 1.5 million. Yugoslavia, 1 million. Korea, 1 million. And I can keep on going for a grand total of over 110 million people killed over the last 100 years. I'm just looking at it objectively, folks. When socialism is implemented, when socialism is allowed to happen, a lot of people die. Actually, socialism is the most greedy philosophy out there. In free enterprise capitalism, if I want to get rich in capitalism, I have to start a business, take a risk, do something really unique, and then I'll get rich. How do you get rich in socialism? You run for public office, call it the People's Republic or the Democratic Socialist Party of Venezuela, and then you amass remarkable amounts of political power on the best intentions of the people. That's how you get rich in socialist republics.